Hey, today you are watching and listening to Superhuman Channel Talk Radio. I'm your host, Todd Smith, aka Mass Avenger. Hey, I just want to share this news with you all this morning. I want to share about these two devices that you see right now, the 3DS Lodge and the Vita, and the PlayStation Vita. And the reason why I want to share these, two devices, because one of these devices, really done well, on Black Friday, on holiday, after, Thanksgiving, and then, for this holiday season, is taking place. And one thing that they were sharing, from different news sources, that the 3DS, extra large is doing better, than the Vita. And that's hold a lot of truth. And matter of fact, they said that it's doing way better than game consoles, and which just makes sense. Nintendo been around for a mighty long time, people. It been around a mighty long time, so this is ain't nothing new, about this whatsoever. When they first came out with the first Game Boy back in the '80s until now, so they just Nintendo really just reaping the fruits, of their handheld device. But the reason why I want to share these two, because it's me with me it's the 3D features the most, and that's very important to me. Many people don't care about 3D, but I do. And one thing I want to share first, is the 3DS. 3DS extra large. On this little device, it has so much that I like about it. Not only it have, Wi-Fi. You can go anywhere to to enjoy Wi-Fi. That's one. Two, it have its 3D adjustment. You don't have to always watch 3D all the time. It's have its choice. You have a choice to watch it in 3D or in 2D, and it's had that little lever to the side that you pull it down. If you want to watch it in standard, that if you want to watch it, for example, watch YouTube. If you want to watch a YouTube in 2D, you have that control. And then if you want to watch it in 3D, you have that control. And also, you can watch YouTube in 3D. Now, that's the most incredible thing, because I like to watch my old school games, and then you can actually go and see the gameplay of the old school games, and you can actually watch it in 3D. Now that's very important. Plus the double screen, and plus it's got the controls work very well with the 3DS, and I see why this is a killer. Versus game consoles and everything else. Now with the Vita, you can't do that. With the Vita, that Sony really dropped the ball, that they should have gave you a choice. When it came down to 3D, they should have made it you know to the point, just like Nintendo did, that you can select, 3D, or you can adjust, or say for example you have a choice. They should have turned, Vita, in to a 3D handheld device, but also you should able to have that choice to able to enjoy it. And Sony didn't did that. Sony turned around and just gave us, a nice HD device, which people, get out there and make they comment. Oh, we want everything in HD. We want everything in HD, which is ain't nothing wrong with that, because Uncharted, you know, is beautiful in HD, and stuff like that. But at the same time, I wish they had put that feature in there, a 3D, without glasses, that we can enjoy just like Nintendo, and this is, that's just a winning edge, when it comes down to 3D. Nintendo really made a wise choice. They just didn't push 3D out there. I didn't like the other 3D devices, but extra large is more bigger, is more better, and I see why this year in 2015 that they actually had the upper hand, over consoles. Maybe the price. I guess that what it was, the price, but it's worth the price. It's worth to able to take this 3D device anywhere you want to go and able to enjoy it. Cause I wish I would have turned around and made this choice to get the 3DS versus that I actually purchased a 3D monitor, with shutter glasses, what they call active shutter, whatever they call them glasses that you put batteries in for the PS3, monitor, and somebody broke in my house and stole it. And and I had a choice to get a 3DS, but 3DS Relage was now then. And I had a choice to get these two things, a 3DS or get a get the monitor, but I turn around like, thinking out, that's invest wrong and end up getting the monitor. And what happened is when my monitor got stolen, and then I wanted to play my game, I said, you know what, I should have went for the 3DS because that would have been better. And what Nintendo did, they made a 3D, more better. People thinking 3D is gone. 3D is here to stay, man. Just forget. If it's been around since the 60s, you with that red and blue, it's still not going nowhere. I think Sony should, have gave people options, options if they want to use 3D or not. But they never gave people options to do that. They just actually turn around and then just didn't add no 3D features in it because they said they were done with 3D far that I know. I don't know how true it was, or it just was a false source. But at the same time, that's where they really dropped the ball. That they should have really just turned it into a feature instead, But instead, they turn around and say, you know what, we're gonna listen to what some of the people say. We're not gonna think about, the whole audience. And I think that's count the most when you think about the whole audience, because everybody not saying that they don't like 3D. It's just the people that's out there that's hating on the idea, that is, even though it's old technology, but it's the technology that's being advanced. And then when people sit there and say, "Oh, I don't like 3D," did you hear my idea? But you have people out there, you have the average Joes out there, you know, that still want to play 3D. And I see how Nintendo actually, done it. Remember again, people, listen what I'm sharing with you. I say a choice. It's a choice to enjoy 3D. And it should be a feature, you know. And when Sony had did that Vita 2, and I knew and without the 3D feature, I said, this is a bad investment right here. I knew it off bad, but I wait for years. I wait for little years till it actually had bloomed. And then when it bloomed, then I said, you know what? See, that's what I said right there. That if they would have turned around and then would have made it, made a 3D more, that put that feature in there, then people would enjoy it. But it's so much that the 3DS had, and I'm very happy for Nintendo on this behalf. And people, if you have any comments and any thoughts about this show on Superhuman Channel Talk Radio, leave your comments, leave your thoughts, and then, I will get back with you, or, with your comments of, what you have to share, but at the same time, man, hey, give me your thoughts and what you think about this show on today. My name is Todd Smith, aka Master Avenger. Thank you all for you tuning in, and thank you all for your support. And also, you can turn around and see me on YouTube, Google Plus, and also you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you all, man. All you also is very important. So thank you all for you listening and tuning in. And hey, peace.